And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Okay, so Rangers won yesterday, of course, beating FCSB 4-0 at Ibrox in the Europa League. Now, again, going into this game, there was a shit ton of pressure for this Rangers side, especially the manager after the disgraceful performance against Kilmarnock at the weekend. Look, we knew there was a lot riding on this match, and away from just the poor form in general, the current Europa League standings that we've currently got, or the fixtures that we got in the Europa League, this was probably one of our more winnable ties. We needed to win this. It was almost a must-win if we want to progress to the next round of the competition, because the games that we've got coming up in the Europa League are pretty tough. We've got 3 away games on the trot. Well, not 3 away, 2 away games on the trot. Then we got a home game against an informed Spurs side, before then taking on Manchester United away and then playing Union Saint-Gilles in the new year at home. So the games are getting harder, and this was probably one of the matches where I thought, well, if we stand a chance of qualification, then we actually do need to win this one last night. Apologies for my late review, guys. Obviously, where I am at this moment in time, it was 4 a.m. in the morning, and I couldn't really be asked recording a match reaction at that time in the morning, as I was super tired. But regardless, Rangers got the 3 points in this Europa League, and it was a very good performance. It was a very good performance, you know, contrary to that performance against Kilmarnock. Now, we're going to discuss the performance. We're going to discuss why Rangers fans have been blown away by a certain duo. Also, other players that have taken to the field have got, the juices flowing within the Rangers fan base, and we're going to be discussing it all in today's video. But certainly, I just want to say about Vasilev Cherny, probably my man of the match, again, was a real good creative outlet. And I've been saying since Cherny signed for the club, I do think he is a very good player. And I haven't been boarding onto the mocking of him, really, and thinking that he's a dud in the games that he wasn't really proving, or he was, missing chances, not taking shots, or whatever. I do think he's a very good player, and actually, again, he proved that last night with a double, but was just doing more and more, and I think it's just getting better. His confidence is going to get better, and he's going to play a lot better in general. But there's a couple more players that have stolen the show. Barron and Raskan in the midfield have got everybody in the Rangers fan base dubbing them phenomenal, stating that they're a really good pair. And again, yesterday I felt they protected the defense very well and didn't cause us any problems. I thought, yeah, that 2 midfield duo is very good, and we probably should be using that going forward. Another player as well that I thought made a real good impact, and a player, of course, who did get a goal, our last goal, and probably unlucky not to get another goal, was Egerman. Egerman, of course, a player that's been dubbed as something rather special within this Rangers team, one for the future. Philippe Clement basically came out and said that we had to buy him this summer because he wouldn't be available next summer for that price. And again, you can see the raw talent that he's got. You can see what he's all about. And actually, I would go as far to say he's ready to start week in and week out, because Cyril Dessis, again last night, is like playing with a man down. And I'm not hiding this away. And yes, he might fucking score next week, but we can just show we can't hang our hat on him. It was very much the diagnosis of last season, and is still the diagnosis this season. Yes, he does score some goals. Yes, his numbers is probably good on stats, but the eye test is everything, and he is just dysfunctional. And I think it is time now for that experiment to finish and Egerman start. Obviously, I do understand Egerman's situation. He is a lot younger. They're probably just trying to sort of bed him in, but at the same time, I do think he is ready to start playing week in and week out for Rangers. He kind of reminds me of Alfredo Morelos, but hopefully something better, and actually goes on to live up to his expectations. After I heard about Alfredo Morelos, I've washed my hands with him. I don't condone any of that crap that he's been doing out in Colombia, and that's his football career pretty much done and dusted. But Egerman, super happy with his performance, and that leaves Rangers in a very good place. Rangers, firstly, responded from that defeat with a 4-0 pumping of FCSB, who, by the way, won their last 2 games. I might add as well, yes, they may have rested a few players, but regardless, we still won the game 4-0, and again, another good performance for us. But this needs to stop being an outlier. I said it after the Malmo game. It needs to be week in and week out, especially domestic. Sometimes I never really really questioned our European performances. I thought sometimes we are pretty good in the European matches, but our bread and butter, week in and week out, the things that we're probably going to win and try and win titles, we need to start winning our matches domestically as well. And that these performances, the attitude, the desire needs to be taken from that Thursday night game, especially against FCSB, and being brought into the games during the weekend as well against the sort of other teams in the Scottish Premiership. And it's fair to say it's actually easier to probably replicate that because the Scottish Premiership isn't that great in terms of the teams. Yes, they all do sit behind the ball a lot and it's hard to pick them apart, but they are lesser teams than sort of FCSB, lesser teams than sort of Malmo. So we've shown that we can do it, but it's about doing it consistently and bringing those performances at the weekend as well. But again, I'm not going to start praising the team and going in euphoria because I started doing it against Malmo and then we shat the bed afterwards. So I will see. I will reserve my judgments. Again, you got a lot of credit for me as a Rangers fan. Great performance. Obviously, I'm happy that Rangers won the match on the Thursday, but I don't want this to be an outlier. We've seen that against Malmo, that it was an outlier, and then we played shocking as soon as we returned back to domestic action. So I'm going to hold my reservations with giving them too much praise. Great job last night, yes, happy days, 3 points, good job, great response, all that kind of stuff. But it's about consistency. Consistency wins you the prizes at the end of the day, and now it's about to see if we can respond against St Mirren and actually put in a good performance. Yes, winning is the most important thing, but I want to see something. I want to see a style of play. I want to see us actually go out there and dominate a game, which we've failed to do so far this season, and especially away from home. We've been pretty woeful domestically, I think scoring 1 goal. So that needs to change. I want to see that against St Mirren in our next match, and then we've got a real tough test against Aberdeen. So yes, happy from the team, happy from individual performances. Rangers fans also very, very happy as well, but just me on this channel, I am going to hold my reservations. Just wait to see what happens against St Mirren, and then we'll fully decide where we are as a team going forward. But Philippe Clement stated over the next few months we'll see a better side, but understands that we need to start getting results as well. So that's all I've got for you, Rangers fans. Do let me know your thoughts on the result against FCSB yesterday in the Europa League. Are you happy with the results? Who was your standout performers? And do you think this is a tide turn? Do you think we'll return to domestic action and put in some similar performances? Or will it be an outlier again? Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, troops, and I will see you all next time. In fact, make sure you do check out our clothing store, rfcclothing.com. Link is down there in the description. We've got some new designs coming up very, very soon towards the end of the year. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace. rfcclothing.com. Bye.